What is going on, guys? It is Frankie here. We are coming at you with the NFL Week 11 recap, breaking down everything going on this week today here in the NFL, starting with this Bears-Rams game that just ended. That was, for the most part, pretty uneventful, again, until the end. It's just like the Thursday Night Football game that we just had, in which, in which we just had a Thursday Night Football game that was pretty uneventful as well until the last 5 minutes, until when Myles Garrett had the helmet hit the helmet over Mason Rudolph. This had the same sort of thing. This game, for the most part, boring until right about the end. I mean, yeah, Jared Goff was okay. I mean, the game was 17-7. There was very little scoring. Both quarterbacks were painfully average. And then we get to the end of the game here. Now, let me set this up here. Let me get the play-by-play here. So it's 3:31 to go. And the Rams just scored a touchdown, made it 17-7. Zerline kicks it, off to Patterson, and he's at the Chicago 25, although, so I guess they have to go back to the 15 because of holding. So at the 1st and 10, Chicago 15, 3:24 left, they're down 10, 3 timeouts, and Chase Daniels goes into the game. Now, in fairness, I do want to report on this, that Ian Rappaport is saying that that Trubisky had a hip injury. That is Ian Rappaport reporting that the Bears had, that Trubisky had a hip injury. Is anyone really buying that? Because Trubisky was standing there on the sideline, acting like nothing happened. He was standing there. He was getting no medical attention. So either A, he doesn't have a hip injury, and he didn't seem at all fazed by it, or B, Matt Nagy just benched Mr. Trubisky. Prime time with 3 minutes to go. The game is far from over. You're probably not going to win, but the game is not over. And the Bears just sat there and benched him. It is really, really interesting to me what is happening here. Have the Bears come to the realization that most of us have, that Mitchell Trubisky is not the answer at quarterback? Mitchell Trubisky is average. He will occasionally have a great game. He's just like Jay Cutler. Occasionally he'll have a great game, but for the most part he'll be average or bad. And tonight he was average. Now, the offensive line wasn't great, and his receivers weren't great either. So it's not all his fault, but this is really, really... Hey, Trubisky. Oh, hey, Noah, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while, man. It's good to see you again. Yeah, Trubisky's bad. We know that. Trubisky is awful. For the most part, again, every once in a while have a good game, and tonight he was just So did Matt Nagy, or however you pronounce it, Nagy or Nagy, I don't care. Did he bench Trubisky here? I mean, he's going to answer questions there. I should put on ESPN here. Did he bench his quarterback to save his backside? I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on here. Again, have the Bears come to the realization that this guy, that all of us, Bills advance to 7-3. We'll get to the Bills here. We'll get to everything here in just a second. As I turn on the TV to try to turn on ESPN. There we go. So, can't believe they traded up to get him. And also, they put up a stat. No, Trubisky had a hip injury. That's why. Yes, I did want to report that Trubisky did have a hip injury, or that Ian Rappaport did report that. But Trubisky was not. He didn't look like he was hurt. I'm not a conspiracy nut here. Like I'm not one of those moon landing JFK conspiracy guys. Flat Earth. But Trubisky he wasn't getting any medical attention. He was standing up on the sideline. He didn't look like he was hurt. So maybe he is hurt, but it didn't seem like that on tape. And also they did point out that stat. I don't know if you guys saw it. They showed the stat, the Trubisky, Mahomes, Watson stat. Everybody knows it by now. It's the new Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard. Trubisky got drafted before Watson and Mahomes. And they showed, Watson and Mahomes have like 20 more touchdowns than him. But Trubisky had the same number of wins as Watson and Mahomes. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I realized something. Watson basically got hurt halfway through his first season, and Mahomes didn't play at all his first season. Trubisky has about the same number of wins as him, and he's played way longer than the two of them. Bears offense is so bad, the Giants might never shot. That game's going to be so bad. Bears-Giants is just going to be awful. Oh, gosh, that is going to be horrendous football. So, gosh, I don't know what's going to happen here with the Bears. I don't know what's going to go on with Trubisky. Again, this was just a pretty average performance from the Rams. 17 points, 13 first downs, 282 yards. I'm sad that this was the Sunday Night Football game. I wish we could have gotten something better, but this was just totally... How many times will Jones get sacked? I want to put a number on it. Gosh, double digits? Oh, gosh, it's going to be rough. That's going to be a rough game to watch. If they do play each other, which, again, I don't have the schedule in front of me. The Giants played... No, the Giants don't play the Packers. I don't think the Giants will play the Packers this year. I feel like if they play like the Packers and the Lions, then I feel like... Then maybe, but I don't think so. Whatever. Daniel Jones against that offensive line can't protect him at all. So that's rough. But regardless, we play the Bears next. Oh, great. Okay, great. don't look at the schedule. I should look at that. I should spend time looking at the schedule. Regardless, whatever happens with Trubisky here, I'm curious to see what will happen with Trubisky here. What's that? Are they going to bench him, or is it just a hip injury? Or is Nagy going to sit there and go, he's fine? But it's something to think about. It's the only really interesting thing that came out of this game, because other than that, NFL was weird this week. Haha, you good. Okay. No, thanks, Noah. The NFL is always weird. This is a league of parody. The NFL is nuts. And yet again, we saw it here today. We will go through, and again, here's the thing. The craziest thing happened on Thursday night. Nothing's ever going to top the Myles Garrett hitting Mason Rudolph with a helmet incident. But there were some weird games that happened here today. Let's go through all of them here. And we did have an elimination. The first elimination of the NFL season happened today. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. First off, we start with Dallas and the Lions. And it was not a pretty win for Dallas, but they got it done. And the biggest reason why they got it done, their quarterback played fantastic. I'm looking for the stats here. Prescott, 3 touchdown passes, 444 passing yards. He was great today. He took apart a pathetic Lion defense. And if Dallas is going to make this big run, and now they're ahead in the NFC East, thanks to the Eagles' loss today, they're ahead in the NFC East. They're going to need Dak and also Zeke. They're going to need those guys to be better. They're going to need those guys to step up and really just play solid all the way through. Yes, the defense gives up too many plays. The offensive line is rough. I mean, you never would think the Cowboys' offensive line would be... Yeah, Nagy goes over to the sideline and just whispers in his ear. Look at that. If you're watching on TV, Nagy goes over to the sideline and whispers something in Trubisky's ear and puts the sheet over it. Is he telling him, hey, you got a hip injury, or we're benching you, we know you can't win, or Jay Cutler was better, or I don't know what he's saying. There's so many possibilities there that could happen. But back to the Dallas. They're probably getting Joe Burrow. Hopefully Saquon just bullshit. Yes, I want to see Saquon because he's clearly not healthy yet. RIP Bengals. Yes. Hello Raiders. Man, nice win there for Oakland there. They're probably getting Joe Burrow. Poor Tua. That was awful. Trubisky. It's so. He just cannot just stay on target. Could you please? By the way, the Giants are so relevant. I barely even noticed they weren't playing today. It wasn't until afterwards I was like, oh yeah, the Giants didn't play today. That's how irrelevant they are. And this is someone who's in the New York area, and I could not care today about the Giants at all. So it's pathetic. But yeah, back to the Cowboys-Lions game. Detroit's defense, awful. So they're 3-6-1 now in the NFC North. Again, Dallas, they got problems with the defense. The offensive line is rough, it's not a great offensive line, which is weird to say about Dallas. And they gotta get Zeke going. But for now, Dallas is atop the NFC East. Somehow they're 6-4. They're atop the NFC East. They just need to play better if they want to stay alive here in this division. Again, it's going to come down between them and Philly because you know the Giants are going to compete and you know the Redskins aren't going to. So good win for Dallas though today over Detroit. And one of the few close games. There were not a lot of close games in the 1 o'clock hour. At least that one was there. I continue my streak of not getting one Colts game right all year. As you noticed, I picked all the Colts games. I picked every game. I've not gotten one Colts game right, and I can't understand it. I don't understand this team. Although, in fairness, I did take Jacksonville +3 because I wasn't sure if Brissett was going to be healthy. So I wasn't sure if Brissett was going to play. So I was like, all right, I'll take Jacksonville. And Indianapolis just blows Jacksonville out of the water. And the reason why Indianapolis had a great running game today. I'm going to get the stats here of Indianapolis' running game. They had 264 yards rushing. The most that Indianapolis has had rushing since 2004. Marlon Mack, Jonathan Williams, both rushed for over 100 yards. First time it's happened in Colts history since 1985. Dominating rushing. I mean, you didn't even need Jacoby Brissett to be good. It didn't matter. I mean, and Nick Foles actually had a better passing day. It didn't matter. The Colts were just electric offensively in the running game. They're 6-4 now. Somehow this team, again, job well done to Frank Wright, who's kept this team afloat despite Andrew Luck retiring before the year. He's done a great job. This team hangs in there. They're at Houston next Thursday. Who knows what's going to happen in that game? Because again, I don't know what's going to happen with the Colts. So we'll see what happens there. And the Texans, we got to get to them. Ooh boy, that was an interesting loss today. And yeah, for Jacksonville, Colts averaged 7 yards a carry. The chances of Jaguars, it was nice to see Nick Foles back out there again. But Jacksonville, if they want to get into the playoff race, it took a huge hit today. The playoffs looking 90. Yes, a 90s playoffs. Give it to me. And every time, we're a society that loves nostalgia. I mean, Disney Plus just came back, so yes, we love nostalgia here. And send me back to the 90s. Put back like Seinfeld on TV and all that. Those are the first 290 shows I could think of. I'm sure there's others. Apologies to anyone else I offended for not naming any of the others. Bills and Dolphins. Buffalo beats Miami by 17. Miami, welcome back. You had a nice 2-game winning streak. It's over. And the reason why, Josh Allen. Bills Mafia Rob, got to give it out to your guy. Josh Allen today was excellent. Now, it's Miami, but he was excellent. 4 touchdowns, more than 300 yards passing in a huge game. And the schedule does not get any easier. Okay, they play Denver next week. But then after that, they play Dallas, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and New England. The schedule gets tougher in a little bit. So in a few weeks, it's going to get really, really tough. And this was a big win for Buffalo to come in there against a Miami team that was starting to get hot. They shut them down, 37 points. Excellent job by Allen. And then also, Ryan Fitzpatrick threw for 300 yards. He's so weird. I can't. Ryan Fitzpatrick, strangest guy in the NFL. John Brown had a great day, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. I still don't know how good Buffalo is, but they're winning. They're winning games, folks. They're 7-3. They're 4-1 on the road. They're winning. Okay, now they play Denver, who cannot finish a game to save their life. Nice win for Buffalo, and as for Miami, Josh Allen loves playing Miami. Everybody loves playing Miami, except the Colts and the Jets. Everybody loves playing Miami, but good win there for Buffalo. They won 37-20. They're 7-3 now. The Dolphins are 2-8. All right, now we got to get to Denver. Denver, you're up 20 at the half, and you know when it all turned around? Shout out to Minnesota on the win. You know when it all turned around? When they had that fumble on the kickoff return near the end of the half. And you're like, oh my gosh, Denver's gonna blow them out. And then they throw an interception. Now Minnesota didn't score, but that was the sign. Like Denver had a chance to really put put the hammer down. Put the nail down. Put the hammer on the nail. Whatever. They were ready to shut it out. And Minnesota then came back. They came roaring back. Cousins, I got to give him credit. You like that? I like that a lot. 29 for 35, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. You had Cook and you had Stephon Diggs. 5 catches, 121 yards. You had just an excellent second half performance from Minnesota. In the other great 1 o'clock game, you didn't think it was going to be good, but Minnesota just came roaring back, made great halftime adjustments, and able to pull it off. And now they're right in the smack middle of things here for the NFC playoff picture. And they play Seattle. They get a bye week. They play Seattle in 2 weeks. I don't know when that game. It's either going to be a Thursday night, Sunday night, or Monday night game. But a big game coming up against a great Seattle team. You like where Minnesota is. Now, again, I keep saying the reason why I'm doubting Minnesota, I always doubt Kirk Cousins. Okay, there's like 5 quarterbacks in this league I can trust. Kirk Cousins, obviously not one of them, and he's on the list of may explode at any time. So far he's playing great. He's played great the last few weeks. After we all ripped him, we have not mentioned his giant contract in a few weeks. So good for him. Nice job. Still worried about him, but so far he's playing well. Minnesota 5-0 at home, which is huge. And as for Denver, you're pathetic. Elway, just fire Elway. I don't know I guess he's not the owner. I guess he's president of operations. Just fire him, please. He's been awful. He's been terrible. He's not picked one good quarterback since Peyton. And it just gets even worse for Denver. They cannot finish a game to save their life. What is the stat here? That Denver, before this game today, Denver had already lost 3 games this season on field goals. And now they blow a 20-0 lead. And they have 3 road games in the next 4 weeks against playoff hopefuls. This is going to be an ugly, ugly end of the season coming up. Can Daniel Jones be a Pro Bowl quarterback if he cleans up the fumbling? Fun fact, Lamar Jackson had 12 fumbles his rookie year. Yes. Lamar Jackson, I think that was one of the reasons why people were critical of him in the wild card game against San Diego, or L.A. He didn't have any of the fumbles. He was able to clean those up. He had a lot of the fumbles in the L.A. game, and then he was able to, he's able to clean that up so far. So yes, Daniel Jones absolutely can be a Pro Bowl quarterback. He has the talent to be able to do it. Got that Eli ability, but I'm just worried, man. I'm just worried that he's not going to be. I don't trust this coaching staff yet. I don't trust them. I don't feel like they're the best fit for him. I feel like they're not up to task. Hopefully I'm wrong, but so I'm worried about Daniel Jones. Hope he becomes a great quarterback, but I'm cautiously optimistic is how I describe it. Lamar Jackson is actually a good Lamar. We'll get to Lamar here in just a second. We got some more to get to there, but great win for Minnesota. They moved to 8-3, and Denver just continues their season of irrelevance. Saints Buccaneers. Welcome back, Jameis Winston. Another classic Jameis Winston game. I mean, I just love me some Jameis Winston. Another game where he throws for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's the most exciting quarterback in the league. He's even more exciting than Lamar Jackson because you know he's gonna throw for major yardage and he's gonna throw a terrible interception. And he threw a pick 6 today. Jameis is so. I mean, this will probably be his final year in the league, or at least as a starter. Terrible game from him. I mean, they were behind 20-0 in the second quarter, 4 interceptions, and the Saints got to Mike Evans and they got to Chris Godwin. And yeah, it was just, but regardless of that, New Orleans, great performance today. No Marshawn Lattimore, no problem. They snagged 4 interceptions from Jameis after the terrible loss last week against Atlanta, which was inexcusable. Although Atlanta's playing better, they came back today, shut them all down, shut all the critics up, and now they go to Carolina next week, and Carolina has their own problems. If you're New Orleans once again establishing themselves as the favorite right now, in my opinion, the favorite in the NFC. Great performance out of them. They win 34-17. Pat Shurmur's off. Winston's so bad. Yeah, Pat Shurmur not good. Oh gosh, I'm so sick of the third down slants with Pat Shurmur. I'm so sick of the conservative play calling. If Watson had Andy Reid for a coach, Watson could have been winning games in the regular season. If Watson had Andy Reid, he could be winning in the regular season. In the postseason, Watson would be just even more interceptions. 18 picks on the season. Gosh. And now they're showing Trubisky walking off the field. There's so many questions right now we all have about Trubisky. And hopefully Matt Nagy answers some of them. I mean, I guess they're going to use hey, he's hurt. What were you whispering to him on the sideline? Oh, gosh. So yeah, this craziness here with Chicago. And yeah, Winston's just an awful... And he had so much potential coming out, and he's just faded away here. And now... So yeah, but great win for New Orleans. They now move to 8-2. I'm not going to spend too much time on Jet Redskins because that game... I mean, the two teams were just garbage. But it's good to see Sam Darnold have momentum again. It's good to see Sam Darnold like he's not like totally bummed out again. He's got he's had 8 touchdowns in the last 2 games. He's played great. Now they're 2 terrible teams. He's played the Giants and the Redskins, but he's delivered. It's good to see him have confidence back. Good to see that. And the Redskins are just Dwayne Haskins. You might be losing out in the if you get the first pick, which is possible. Cincinnati gets a win. Look out for Joe Burrow replacing you there. But oh gosh, so terrible there for Washington, but good win for the Jets. You know what? Somehow Dan Quinn is going to get an extension out of all this. Somehow Dan Quinn is probably going to save his job, even though his job looked dead, just dead. I don't know, dead to a doornail. I don't know what the expression is. He just looked completely and totally dead a few weeks ago. And now, somehow, this Mr. Rogers movie, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this. Oh, this movie's magic. Sorry, I love Mr. Rogers. I can't wait for this movie. Atlanta's defense has improved significantly here in the last 2 weeks. I'm looking for the stats here. They have not allowed a touchdown since the end of the second quarter in week 8. In the past 3 games, they've had 13 sacks, 25 quarterback hits, and 4 interceptions. The team stinks, though, still, but the defense is playing impressive. The draft pick will not be as high, so good job, Atlanta. And as for Carolina, it's not all Kyle Allen's fault. The offensive line really struggled last week, but 4 interceptions. And I think like for the last few weeks, we're like, all right, this guy might be something. And now it's just like we've all turned on him again. We've all turned on him now. It's just full on. Okay, you're probably trash. I'm not ready to go that way yet, but today was just one of those games you just sit there and you go, why do we think you were good? Dwayne Haskins, a lot of bad quarterbacks in this league, a lot of bad ones, and Dwayne Haskins right up there. And he was not ready. He should not have been. But the Redskins were like, we have to draft him. So the Bengals would have been 16. Zach Taylor must have a master plan, but I don't know. I think the master plan is get Joe Burrow. I think that's the Bengals' master plan right now. I think I knew early on. I was like, I didn't think they'd be 0-16, but I was like, all right, I think they'll probably be like. I think early on, I didn't think this team was going to be any good, and they've shown it. They're really bad. Good to see a return to form for them. Well, I mean, usually the Bengals. It's better that the Bengals are just terrible from the beginning than average in the season. They make a late run and then they lose the first game of the playoffs. It's better now. Just get rid of them early. If they can't win the first playoff game, don't even bother. But a solid win here again for Atlanta. They win 29-3 over a Carolina team whose playoff hopes to take a huge hit right here. Let's go to Baltimore. This by far, to me, was the biggest shocker of today. Was Baltimore and Houston. I think most of us thought this was going to be a fun, competitive game between 2 MVP candidates. And what we got was an annihilation. We got a beat down by Baltimore, proving, I mean, I still think New England's probably the better team overall right now, but Baltimore, and I know Baltimore beat New England, but I think New England has more experience. But Baltimore right now is, right now I find it hard to see anything other than a New England-Baltimore AFC Championship game. We're heading right towards that. What a dominating performance. Lamar Jackson, I mean, do we really, sorry, here. Lamar Jackson, do we really need to be reminded of anything else other than this guy is one of the best quarterbacks we have ever seen in this league, at least at this age. His playmaking ability, Lamar Jackson's playmaking ability right now is sensational. I got 4 touchdowns, 222 yards. Baltimore just going up, and their defense. Let me pull up the stats here on Baltimore's defense today because they played great. Hold on. Okay, here it is. So, okay, gosh. Okay, it works. So, 4 touchdowns from Lamar, but then you also had the Ravens have 6 sacks, forced two turnovers, hold the Texans scoreless for 3.5 quarters, and then this stat, and thank you to ESPN, in 4 weeks, Baltimore has beaten Seattle, New England, and Houston by an average of 22 points. Those are 3 playoff caliber teams, 3 elite teams. I still think Houston's a pretty good team. All right, Seattle, New England are elite. Houston's right on the outside, and they have destroyed these teams. They are a dangerous team. Again, they're great offensively. They're great defensively. For Houston, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened today. I guess Baltimore just got to them. They missed J.J. Watt, it seems like. The defense got just brushed by. And now they got to get ready for Indianapolis on Thursday night. An Indianapolis team that is rejuvenated here. That was an embarrassing loss by Houston. But Baltimore's a great team. But Bengals need a lot more than Burrow. Bears have a chance of getting Trevor Lawrence in 2021. Let's see. If Lawrence comes out next year, sure, why not? If Trubisky keeps playing this badly, sure, why not? Dalvin knew Tua was going to get hurt, so they said, let's win 2 games. It's a brilliant plan. It's absolutely brilliant. Again, sorry for Tua. I have a bad feeling his career is never going to be the same. I hope I'm wrong, but that to have that hip injury, and they say it's the same one Bo Jackson had, I think their defense is too good. Good point. Who would have thought Lamar Jackson ended up being the best quarterback out of that class? Yeah, who was that quarterback class? That was 2018 or 2017? I keep reminding myself. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was 2018. The Lamar Jackson quarterback class. I just want to go over that class again because he's been fantastic. Yes, it was 2018, and he was drafted 32nd. He was the last pick of the first round. It was a total shocker. I never thought Baltimore was going to take that pick. Hold on here for just a second. I never thought. All right, hold on. I never thought Baltimore was going to be... Oh, man, my mic fell out. Okay, there's the problem. I never thought Baltimore was going to take Lamar with that pick. I never thought they were going to take a quarterback because I'm like, oh, they got Flacco. I mean, Flacco's not very good, but they got Flacco. They got a Super Bowl champion. But they took him, and... All right, so yeah, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Baker's on the downside right now. Sam, I don't know where he is, although he's playing better. Josh Rosen. That's a rough situation there. And then, Lamar Jackson. Wasn't Josh Allen drafted here as well? I think I skipped right by him. Yes, Josh Allen was drafted here. And Josh Allen, though, was on a winning team, but Lamar was the last quarterback taken of those 5 quarterbacks. And Lamar is far and away the better quarterback. In his second year, he's sensational. Also, Mason Rudolph, Mr. Guy who got hit by a helmet. That's going to be his whole career, by the way. If he gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, that's on his plaque. Guy who got hit with a helmet. Kyle Laletta, Mike White, Luke Falk, Tanner Lee, Danny Etting, Alex McConnell, and Logan Woodside. Yep, Lamar's been the best quarterback, and he's been sensational. Ravens never saw heartbreaking failure in the history, only little playoff losses here and there. Did Ravens ever have a heartbreaking loss? No, the loss... Oh, gosh, this microphone is terrible. The loss against the Patriots, the Billy Cundiff game. The Billy Cundiff game was one of the worst losses of all time. That was devastating. So, the Billy Cundiff game's up there. 2018, 17, Darnold, Baker, Josh Allen, and Rosen with Lamar. And Lamar Jackson might be the best performing quarterback this year, but overall Baker's still the best quarterback talent-wise, so I disagree. I mean, maybe he's just poorly coached. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe Baker is not this bad. It's just that he's being coached by maybe the worst coach in the league. Josh Allen is the most talented, but he's very well. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I'm not a professional with these. These live streams are a mess. I have a bunch of wires everywhere. The computer breaks down. It's all fun here, though. We're having a good old time. So, yeah, Lamar today, man. And right now, it's between him and Russell Wilson right now. Those are my MVP candidates. It's him and Russell Wilson. And Yeah, you leave a spot in there for Watson and Rodgers, but right now those are the two. It's Wilson and it's Lamar. Also, just want to say this while as I get to the 4 o'clock games. If you are new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you click down there and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We will have, I had an every touchdown video that I released just a couple hours ago, so go check that out. Every touchdown up until Sunday Night Football for Week 11. And don't forget, tomorrow I will have a Chiefs-Chargers live reaction right after that game. So come make sure you check out here. Right after the Chiefs-Chargers game, come here, and we'll break it all down. So, the 4 o'clock games here. San Francisco, man, I was ready to bail on San Francisco there. I'm like, wait, you're losing to the Cardinals? I know the Cardinals, Kyler Murray, every once in a while is able to put together a great game. But I was like, oh, gosh, at home? And then San Francisco rallied back. Yes, the run game is bad without Kittle. Defense has struggled for the most part. Jimmy G throws terrible red zones and interceptions. But they found a way to win. They got the win there late. Big touchdown late. Also, the all-time greatest cover. Oh, I got to say 2 other things. 1, Texans-Ravens. I forgot to mention this. What is the point of having a pass interference system, of being able to challenge pass interferences if you're not going to be able to return it? That was the all-time. Hopkins got tackled, and they didn't call it. And they challenged it, and they still didn't call it. So NFL, just get rid of that pass interference rule. It does nothing. Get rid of, you can challenge a pass interference. You're not going to overturn it. It's stupid. It's dumb. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. But the all-time brutal cover, because now I want to talk about this for a little bit. In some parts in Vegas, the line was 9.5, although I think most people had it at 10. The Niners were 10-point favorites or 9.5-point favorites. And the Niners were up 3 there late, the big touchdown there at the end. And then the Cardinals tried to do a like Miami Miracle, fumbled the ball, Niners recovered it, scored for a touchdown, and they win by 10. So if you had Niners 9.5 or Cardinals plus 9.5, that's an all-time either miracle or bad beat. Just if you're gonna bet the money line. Don't bother with spreads. Spreads are stupid. So that was crazy. An all-time bad beat there. And yeah, again, San Francisco they had some problems. The last 2 games have not been as impressive as the games before. But hey, they're getting the wins. They're getting the wins. They're doing everything they have to do to get these wins. Jimmy G today, even though the interceptions, he had 424 yards and 4 touchdowns. Sensational. He's fantastic. Yeah, and Samuel had 134 yards receiving. San Francisco's a really good team. Again, they've struggled the last few weeks, but I think they'll overcome it. They got a really good coach. So another big win for San Francisco. And you would hate to have 2 losses in a row. The Seattle loss was brutal, but then lose to Arizona, but they were able to recover that to get the win. And as for Arizona, a rough loss there. They can't. They have a hard time. Like they lose a lot of close games, but. I'll get to your questions, guys. I know you guys asked some questions here, but I mean, you blow a 16-point lead, and the schedule doesn't get any easier here. It's just brutal for the Cardinals heading into their bye week. I disagree. Strong arm doesn't make you the most talented. Yes. I mean, I feel like Jeff George had a strong arm. Some people said Jay Cutler had a strong arm. Strong arm doesn't mean you anything. I see glimpses of Josh Allen looking Hall of Fame, needs to redefine the deep ball a little bit. Yeah, I don't see Hall of Fame. I see like, okay, this guy could be good, but yeah, he needs to get better. Who do you think was better today, Goff or Mitch? Neither. I'll go Goff. I'll go Goff because he won. But that was tough. That was a tough game. I had to sit there. Sunday Night Football. Come on. Definitely need to work on accuracy. Not even close to Trubisky. Yeah, that was really bad. Have you ever bet? I've never bet. I mean, I'm old enough. I've never bet. But a game like that, the Niner game, is why I don't bet. Because just you lose. Man, gosh, to lose a game like that. At least Honkin didn't have wine screwing over with kicks finally. Yes, thank God for that. So, yeah, great win today for San Francisco. As we head to the final 2 games here on the Sunday slate. The Raiders beat the Bengals 17-10. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. You are the first team eliminated. Congratulations. You're pathetic. And as for the Raiders, I had them before the year. I don't know if I said this. I probably said this during one of my videos. I thought the Raiders would be a disaster. I thought they were going to be a complete train wreck after the Antonio Brown stuff. I thought they were going to be embarrassing. And what John Gruden has been able to do, like maybe we all overreacted to. Maybe John Gruden just needed a little more time to get used to it. I mean, the Raiders are 6-4. After a terrible year last year, they're 6-4. Now he's getting way overpaid, but the way he's been able to get this team back into a competitive state, and they're not a perfect team, but again, they're 6-4. They win 3 straight at home, and they got a game next week against the Jets, which they should win. Wait. I was trying to listen to what Matt Nagy said, and then he said nothing, so I didn't even bother. But great win today for the Raiders. And again, they continue to be. They play the Jets next week. That should be a win. And right now, if the Chiefs lose tomorrow, the Raiders are going to be in first place in the AFC West. What a job by Gruden. What a job by Carr. What a job by that. And Josh Jacobs, the offensive rookie of the year, probably. What a win here for Oakland to keep their season afloat here. Hopefully Saquon bounces back next week and proves he's the best back in football. Yes, Saquon, please get healthy. Get your rest. Get healthy, Saquon, please. And then Pinero, 2 missed field goals. They need a kicker. Really hurt. Saquon got hurt. I heard him. Yes, Saquon's not the same guy. I want Saquon to do well, but it just, man. Again, I don't know what's wrong with him. He rushed out too quickly. I don't know what Matt Nagy's saying a bunch of stuff right now. I have no idea what it is. I always thought John Gruden was a mad genius who could turn around and has been a franchise and I've been proven right. Yeah, I mean he turned around a franchise. The franchise was when he got there. They were bad, and then he turned them in. He turned a franchise from bad to good. The franchise was already bad when he was there, and so good job, Gruden. So good job, John Gruden. Credit to you. I'm sorry that I ruled you out. I still think you're way overpaid, but job well done there. And then finally, New England and Philadelphia. And let's just cut to this. New England's offense was really anemic. We've tried to hide it for a while. Julian Edelman had a better passing game than Tom Brady. Brady had 26 of 47, 218 yards, 216 yards. He was ticked off after the game. If you watched his press conference, it was under 2 minutes. It was a Marshawn Lynch-like press conference. Sony Michel only had 33 yards running, and they still won the game because their defense was able to do their job. Wentz was not great. There's a lot of injuries with the Philadelphia team. Wentz needs to get better if this Eagle team wants to make a run into the postseason. There's no more Nick Foles to save you now. We're gonna have. I have the worst feeling. I don't have any rooting interest for or against, but I have a feeling Nick Foles is going to be way more loved by Eagles fans than Carson Wentz. So look at this. Man, when facing standard rush, Trubisky was 52% passing today. Usually, when Trubisky's facing standard rush, he completes 68% of his passes. Today, 52. Second worst in game in his career. So. Not a great game for Trubisky, and you may have gotten benched there. We'll see how severe that hip injury is, if it is severe at all. But, for New England, their offense, bad. Their defense is great. Wentz needs to get better if the Eagles want to be competitive this year. And New England, now, again, New England, you can say for New England, there's a lot of guys on this team that, look, Harry and Lacoste, they're coming back soon, or they came back this week. Isaiah Wynn's coming back next week. Ben Watson and Mohamed Sanu need to get some time back into the offense. So maybe this team, maybe in 5-6 weeks, we'll be like, okay, New England's offense is great. But this offense can't compete with Baltimore. Like, Baltimore's offense is far superior, and their defense is on New England's level. So this movie I'm also looking forward to. Frozen 2. I know I'm a 21-year-old man. I'm a straight dude and who loves football, and I can't wait for this movie. This is going to be great. Although there's probably going to be songs that get stuck in my head from this darn movie. So, yeah, Brady didn't look like himself. The Patriots' offense looked just completely average. The Patriots have a lot of problems here on offense that they have to solve. And again, Edelman was a better quarterback today. So, I don't know what's going to go on here. I don't know what the problem is here with New England. Hopefully they'll get it, for their sake, hopefully they'll get it solved. But this was they got the win. They got the win. That's the only good thing you could say about New England. They got the win. But it was an ugly, ugly win. And again, Carson Wentz has to get better for Philadelphia if they want to. I know there's a lot of injuries. He has to get better if they want to compete. And they play Seattle next week. So, Watts definitely hasn't been great. It turns out going 2002 for Gruden was the best direction because people forgot how to stop it. Yes. Who's your favorite NFL, NBA, and MLB player now and of all time? Okay, now and of all time. Favorite NFL player, and by the way, I've gone through all the NFL games, so now you guys can ask me questions. My favorite NFL game, my favorite NFL player right now, probably Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers. All time, Joe Namath. He was just, he was so cool. Joe was just the coolest guy. There's a Playboy interview that they were, I saw a few days ago. I don't read Playboy, so don't ask. But there was an interview that they have Joe Namath from 50 years ago. The level of detail he gives, it's just, he was so special. And this was back in the day when they didn't really reveal too much about themselves. Players don't usually reveal this much about themselves. But Namath was he was so unique. He was so interesting. The Super Bowl, the biggest win in the history of football probably, that upset against the Colts. He was something truly, he was such a unique character. The shoes, the coat, what a character. If I ever met Joe Namath, if I ever had the privilege, I would just tell him, hey, tell me your best stories ever. I'll sit here for many hours and listen to him because I'm sure there's some great. I'd have to be sworn to secrecy, but I'm sure there's some great Broadway Joe. Yes. So, favorite NBA player all time. Right now, it's LeBron. He's such a year 17. He's still doing this. By the way, shout out to Danny Green who just had a filthy dunk tonight. I didn't know Danny Green can dunk like that. All time Jordan. Although locally, probably like I didn't want to say Ewing. Either Ewing for the Knicks or for the Jets or not for the Nets. I say maybe Jason Kidd since I went to a lot of those Nets games back then when they were in the Continental Airlines Arena and Jason Kidd was just the walking triple double. I loved him. So, and then my favorite MLB player now and of all time right now it's Aaron Judge. I mean, he's just what his talent, his just skill set, the way he hits the ball. All time it's Jeter, the consummate winner. I'll see you out. Thanks, Rob. Hey, Frankie, how are you, bro? What's up, Hats? Your Astros are only looking worse, man. Your Astros are only looking worse. I honestly have no hatred towards you guys, but yeah, this boy. I know because you say you only talk about baseball, you don't follow any other sports, so I want to make you feel at home. Even though this is an NFL live stream, I did want to make you feel at home at how bad it is. Yeah, for your baseball team. Sorry about that. So yeah, favorite baseball player of all time, Judge. Right now it's Judge. All time it's Jeter. And yeah, something special. Any other questions here, guys? Again, I'll answer almost anything. A crazy week 11 here in the NFL. As usual, again, I would have never predicted Baltimore would win by 30. I never would have predicted Minnesota would come back from 20. Never would have predicted the Patriots offense would look this bad. Never thought Mitchell Trubisky would get benched. Gotcha. So now we're six weeks away. By the way, I'm probably not going to talk about the Bengals ever again for the rest of the year. I have no interest. They're out of the playoffs. I have no interest in them talking about them. They won't take our championship, but our reputation is forever tarnished. Yeah. Okay, your reputation got tarnished I told you this already, but your reputation was tarnished when you signed Osuna, and then you had an assistant GM berate female reporters about it. That's when, and then it took you 8 tries to apologize correctly. So that's I think what it was tarnished, and now this is just another nail in the coffin of the Ravens. Oh my God! Oh, look at they just showed it on TV the LeBron dunk. Look at the hops. You won't be able to get great view of it. Look at the hops. He's in his 17th year. He is a physical freak of nature. I love this guy. I love LeBron James. He's so much fun to watch, and I'm so glad he continues to do well. But yeah, for Houston right now, this is again they're coming. They might become the Patriots of baseball. There's not one likable thing about that front office at all. None. Yeah, LeBron is insane. I give up, man. I give up about LeBron. Stop hating on this dude. What is the point of hating him? Just appreciate greatness. That annoys me when I see so many people. 2017 World Series champs, you had double asterisks. You still had to beat the Dodgers on the road, and you did that. I will say this. Back to LeBron, and this goes to any NFL player. I'm so sick of people doing the hot takes. This guy isn't. Yeah, F the Astros. I don't hate Houston right now, even though they broke my heart, which you can go back in the archive and watch me react to losing to the Astros and me screaming and yelling about it. It's there. It's a couple of my most popular videos. I don't hate Houston. It's just, they're just... Oh, yeah, so there's the Danny Green dunk. Danny Green just got... Oh, my gosh. Who knew he had hops? Board and arrow. You too. Guys, let's be calm. Let's be calm. There's no need to fight. There's no need to yell. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start living. Let's not fight over this. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. I hate when these sports talk people are always like, this guy isn't really that good. This guy's overrated. Steph Curry, LeBron. Blah, blah, blah. It's appreciate greatness. Why can't more people just sit there and this guy's great. This guy's great. I'm just going to admire it. And yes, if he does something wrong, I'm going to call him out for it, but I'm not going to sit there and berate his greatness. Appreciate greatness, people. Appreciate it. Wish the league would stop acting like we're the only ones. No, you're not, but for now, you're the only ones that are getting, John Boy is just tearing you guys apart. About all the stuff that's happening with you guys there. So you're not the only ones, but right now you're the ones getting the bulk of the blame. Looking for other things about Trubisky. Gosh. So yeah, people. So yeah, Trubisky right now trending worldwide. People are just shocked. Okay, yeah. So here it is again. And people are pointing out that graphic I mentioned, the Trubisky, Mahomes, Watson graphic about how that they showed on NBC, in which Trubisky, Mahomes, and Watson have about the same number of wins, but Trubisky has started 3 more games than Watson and 7 more games than Mahomes. So it's not really a fair comparison. It's just rough. It's just rough to see Trubisky. Just incredibly underwhelming. And again, I feel like a few weeks ago, earlier in the season, we all came to the conclusion that he's just not going to be it. And now it's just really hammering home right now. Hey Frankie, how you doing tonight, bro? I'm doing great, David. Thanks for asking. Sorry about your Texans. He got smoked. Oh my gosh. I'm new to the channel. What are your opinions on Dave Gettleman? I don't really like him. Now he did a good job with. I think he did a good job with Daniel Jones. I think I'm cautiously optimistic about Daniel Jones. I think he did a good job on it. But the trading Odell a year after you sign him, trading away all those pieces on defense, the fact that he acts like he's just smarter than you, that he knows more about football than you, and it's like, dude, your record's not really that impressive. It's just, I don't know. I'm not. I'll have a better opinion on them if they start winning. If the Giants start winning, I'll be like, okay, I like this guy. But for now, I'm just, I don't know. I don't really like. I don't really like. No, with the Jets, Joe Douglas is different. I got to see more from Joe Douglas. I'm laughing. You kept more words for our Astros. Yeah. It's just constant every day. It's just more stories. More. Oh, they obviously did this. It's like Spygate. This is like, imagine if baseball was actually a bigger sport. How people would react even more. I mean, the Patriots. I remember, like, I was in school when I found out about the Patriots Spygate thing. And it was the craziest thing I ever was like, oh my gosh, the Patriots cheated. Like, I went and told, like, my friend, like the closest guy. I don't even know if we were friends. I just went and told him, like, hey. Like, the Patriots cheated. Also, great story about that. I had a friend. I was in 4th grade in 2008 when the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Or when the Patriots and the Giants played the Super Bowl the first time. Like Deshaun Watson said, the life in the NFL, everyone loses. No, that's fair. Again, your team's still probably going to be good, but that was a terrible loss. You had a chance to really show yourself against a great team, and you guys didn't deliver. So, but I think you guys will be fine. But if you really want to take that next step, today was rough. So I did want to say on that. I was in 4th grade in 2000 in Super Bowl 42. So that week, I had a friend of mine, and by friend I mean someone who was willing to put up with me. Okay, I didn't have a lot of friends back then. And he was going on and on and on and on about how the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, how much better the Patriots are going to be. Oh, the Patriots are going to dominate, and all this. And the Giants won that Sunday. And then that Monday, I let him know about it. I went right up to him and just told him how great they were. And he was silent. That was one of my favorite memories back then. Just rubbing it in. I looked it up, and legally they can't strip our title. No, they can't. They can't, and they won't. And that's fair. They shouldn't. But again, it really just puts like people are now really. There's going to be probably a fine and a suspension coming this way. Sign stealing's been around for years, but this is just a whole new level of sign stealing. Oh, 1336. Thank you guys. I gained 3 new subscribers during this live stream. So thank you guys so much for the new subscribers. Hats off to the Ravens. They have a great team this year. I think they're going to the Super Bowl this year. They could very well. I'm still leaning towards New England for the only reason I know their offense is bad, because of Brady and Belichick and because of the experience they have. I'm not gonna doubt them. So I'm gonna lean towards New England right now. It's not a guarantee, but I'm keeping my eye on them. Can't blame the Astros players. It's our front office. Yeah, no, that's fair. It's the front office. I just wish, the Yankee front office, like I compare it to ours, I don't consider the Yankee front office unlikable. I mean, I don't think Cashman's unlikable. I don't think the Steinbrenners are. George was one thing. But, I don't consider this Yankee front office to be I don't consider, you don't, I think people don't like the Yankees because of the Yankees, what they represent. That's the best news for the Astros, bro. Yeah, again, you're not going to strip the title. And as a Yankee fan, look, we're not going to get the title from 2017. It would go to if they stripped the title away, it'd go to the Dodgers. Only the NCAA, I think, takes away titles. The NCAA took away USC's title in 2004, and they took away Louisville's title in 2013. Were you worried, David? I would imagine. Yeah, I didn't think they'd ever actually they're not going to take away the title. I didn't think they'd ever really do that. So I think you guys are fine. Yeah, again, this does damaging to your legacies and all that, but I think for the most part, I don't think you guys have too much to be worried about. You just again, now nobody can trust you anymore. That's the downside. No one's ever going to trust you. Oh, gosh, brother. Oh, it's so rough. All right. If you guys have any more questions here, yeah, the Astros. Not about the losing title. I think they would lose their title. Yeah, I didn't think so either. I'd be like, you guys would be nuts to just get rid of the title like that. They haven't, I mean, they ask on ESPN right now that the first graphic, are the Ravens the best team in the NFL? They're making a strong case for it. I'm still leaning towards New England, but they are making such a strong case for they're the best team. Well, let me see what the odds are right now in Vegas. I'd imagine that the Bears odds just went down even more than they already did, which is not hard to do. All right, so here's the no. I don't want a $500 risk-free bet. Here it is. The Patriots are plus 280. The Ravens and Saints are both plus 550. So yeah, the Patriots, even with the struggle the Patriots had on offense today, people are still looking at New England and they're going, that's the team. That's the best team in sports right now. And I think people are really looking at that just as the experience. They're giving credit to Brady and Belichick. They're giving credit to them in all the years that they've been great. So, but yeah, Ravens, Saints, and Niners. Those are the top four right now. Unfortunately, did you see TG evidence on the World Series documentary? Unfortunately, the scandal doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon, bro. No, it won't. It won't. We might have to do like a live stream the day they announce the suspensions. We may have to do like announce all of the fines and all the fines and suspensions, and it's just like a graphic that just like it's a graphic that goes about as long as like the Godfather 2 credits. It's gonna be rough for Houston. I'm kind of glad we lost to the Nats now. No, I think you should still rather want to win. You'd still rather want to beat the Nats, because then you can sit there and go 2 out of 3, bro. You could still sit there and just rub it in people's faces. That's like, all right, whatever. We won 2 out of 3. Look at what the Patriots did. The Patriots had the Deflategate, and they used it as motivation. It's like, all right, screw you. We're gonna win Super Bowls, and they won 2. They won 2 Super Bowls after that. It's okay sometimes to use motivation. Sometimes to be like, all right, we're just gonna, we're gonna show you. Oh boy. Every live stream we do is start off talking about whatever it is, and then we go to Astros cheating. Imagine if we won though. If you won, I mean, yeah, people would still hate you, but at least you'd have 2 World Series rings. So I'd still take the World Series ring. No, then you could put the ring on the middle one. If you'd won the World Series and all this cheating stuff allegations put out, you could put this ring on your middle finger and tell people what you think about them. I agree with you, Frankie. I was rooting for the Astros to win, of course. I was just rooting for a good series, and we got it. And I mean, we got it was a fun, interesting series. Are the Raiders a threat? I'm gonna say as of right now, they're not a top. All right, let me look at top AFC teams right now. Like, who's a better AFC team than New England, or who's a better AFC team right now than Oakland? New England, Baltimore, Kansas City, Houston, Indy, Pittsburgh. If everything goes right, I say right now I'm going to lean towards no. And again, I give all credit to Oakland and what they've done. They probably the best offensive rookie in football. The Raiders have really improved this year. It's just, and Gruden's done a great job. It's just I just don't think that they're a better team than I just don't think they're like I don't think they're the 5th or 6th best team in the AFC right now. I feel like there's just way more teams better than them. Now, the only thing you can hope for is that they go on a magic carpet ride. Now, I keep losing track. I don't know if this is the year they moved to Vegas or not. They announced that like a million years ago, and I keep waiting for it. Never expected the scandal, though. Yeah, we win the 27-22 World Series. That's just like, who do you think will win the Super Bowl? Hold on. The Raiders are a threat for the Chiefs for the AFC West division. I say, yeah, they're a threat to win the AFC West. I give you that right now. If the Chiefs lose tomorrow night, yes, they're a big threat. Oh, boy, they're going to show this thing. Oh, the Cardinals Niners. All right, who do you think will win the Super Bowl? I still have New England. I know their offense right now is anemic. Well, not anemic, it's just bland. But I'm still going to lean on the experience of Brady and Belichick. Plus, I've been burned before by New England, so I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to say New England finds a way to. I think their offense will be much better in the next few weeks than they are right now. Is Sam Darnold showing is Sam Darnold showing progress after these 2 weeks? Yes. Now these are 2 bad teams, but again, he's got the confidence back. And this is what you need. Even if it's against bad teams, it's an actual NFL team. There are 2 NFL teams he beat. He threw 8 touchdowns, limited the number of interceptions. So yes, he's showing progress. It's not tremendous progress. It's not all-time great progress, but it's progress. All right. Any little step you take, to quote Bobby Brown, every little step I take, hopefully will lead the Sam Darnold to a better. Again, this is all about developing Sam, but I thought last year was about developing Sam, and this year was going to be all right. This is the year they might make the playoffs, and this year we haven't seen it yet. So obviously the team is way worse than we thought they'd be. There's a lot of problems with the Jets. They have a terrible coach. I still feel like I still don't trust Gase. Good job on your 2 wins. I still don't think he's a good coach. I need to see more. So yeah, I'm worried about. I'm worried about. Again, I like what Darnold's done, but I'm still not 100% sold. Mike Flowers will never come back to Houston. Mike Flowers is going to get booed the next time he shows up for Houston. Astros for life. Go Astros for life. The Patriots are only 1 game out of the Ravens. Yeah. And remember, the Ravens have the tiebreaker, so the Patriots have to keep that 1 game up. Why do the Chargers? Because the Chargers for the majority of the Philip Rivers era, all of the Philip Rivers era, the Chargers always lose heartbreaking games. The Chargers always find new and exciting ways to lose games, and so that's why Philip Rivers is getting older. It's just like this team is it's not good enough. That's really what it is. We won't be signing any free agents this year, that's for sure. You won't be signing Garrett Cole. And again, and I like Philip Rivers. I might vote him in for the Hall of Fame. It's just the team around him is just the best team he ever had. Was like that 06, 07, 08 team, and they weren't able to get there. They ran into the Patriots. Is Mitch Trubisky done as a starter? I'm gonna right now lean towards no. I mean, because the Bears came out and said it was a hip injury, so it's like okay if he's healthy. I mean, but right now I'm not. If I'm going to tell you right now, oh, he's 100% going to start next week's game, I'm not. I mean, I don't know who they play next week. I'll look it up. Who do the Bears play next week? Bears schedule. I'm not 100% sure that Mitch Trubisky is going to be the starting quarterback for this team next week. I'm like 90, 85. He's probably going to be it, but who knows? That's assuming he's healthy. They play the Giants next week. So, oh gosh, Noah reminded me that they play the Giants next week, and I completely forgot because I'm an idiot. So, I mean, I'm not going to lean towards, I'm not going to say yet. Now, again, I think most of us in the NFL community, the fan community, have come to the realization he's probably not the answer. But for now, I'm not going to totally sit there and go, the Bears may not want to rule that out. The Bears don't rule it out yet. Philip Rivers is old now. Who wants to play for cheaters, though? Why is that? Because of the scandal? How old are you, Frankie? You live alone? Yeah, David. How old am I? I'm 21. I still live with my parents. There's no problem with that. I'm still doing college, so I still need, maybe one day I'll get my own place. One day I'll get my own place. But for now, I'm just taking it one step at a time. I don't know where the future holds. That's the fun part. I don't know what the future holds for me. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I'm going to enjoy being, with my friends and family and just see where it all goes from here. And if I do ever move out, it won't be very far away from my family. I want to stay very close to them. I love my family so much. I adore them. I don't know where I'd be without them. Love you, Mom and Dad, and thank you for letting me talk and interrupt every live stream. You've lost sleep because of these live streams because I'm talking so loud, but I just want to say love you guys. Can the Bengals? That was really sappy and sentimental. I'm sorry. This is a manly live stream, and I just let my emotions get through. I'm an emotional person. I can't help it. Can the Bengals do a turnaround like the Niners did last year? It depends on who their quarterback is. If it's this guy, then I don't know. I mean, it depends. It depends if they can find a good. I don't trust this quarterback. I forget his name already. This new quarterback, maybe if they get a new quarterback, if they get like Joe Burrow, maybe. But it all depends. I don't know what they've got planned there. It's just a mess. It's just such a bummer. The Bengals versus the Steelers this Sunday. Oh, hello, Gabriel. Bengals versus Steelers this Sunday. The Steelers should win that game heavily. If Mason Rudolph isn't concussed, then yes. Mason Rudolph should be thankful that he's not dead. Ryan Finley. Okay, that's probably what the name is. It's just he's so irrelevant to me. The Bengals are so irrelevant. I try not to talk about them anymore because they're dead. Sign, chicken my head. Props, Frankie. Thanks, hats. It's guys, the Bengals are just so bad. So, can they do a turnaround? Yes, it's possible. But remember, the Niners had a great coach in Kyle Shanahan and a quarterback in Jimmy G. Remember, Jimmy G got hurt last year. So Jimmy G comes back fully healthy. Kyle Shanahan, great coach. And, I just don't know if Cincinnati had the coach and quarterback willing to do that. So, So yeah, Watson got shut down. You know how we overcome this, David? Win the 2021 series. There's only, to quote Major League, there's only one thing left we can do. Win the whole blanking thing. Watson got shut down. Yes. He got beat. They're showing the highlights right now. Are the Niners going to the Super Bowl? They're certain right now. They're definitely, to me, they're probably going to the NFC Championship game. I think New Orleans is a little bit better than them. New Orleans has the experience. I'm leaning towards New Orleans right now, but it's close. It's close, but what San Francisco has been able to do, it's close. The Astros will still be competitive in 2020, bro. Yes, they definitely will be. The Astros are going to be. The Astros will be there. But yeah, Watson had a terrible day. The Baltimore was just able to shut him down the whole way through. They got to him 60 minutes. And if you want to prove to like I'm an MVP candidate, I'm a first tier guy, that's not what you want to do. I mean, look at that. Lamar Jackson is the 10th leading rusher in the NFL right now. He's a quarterback. He's the 10th leading rusher. This dude is insane. I have so much respect for him. As a quarterback right now. As a running, I mean, Michael Vick, oh gosh. I never really got to watch. I got to watch a little bit of Michael Vick in his prime, but not too much. He was like a few years before I really got into football. The first full year I got into football, I think I was like 9, because that's the first time I got to watch all the games. For now, it's just, oh my gosh. I thought it would be a good game, but it was 41-7. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a good game too. I was talking to my cousins, like, all right, game of the week, Texans, Ravens, oh, I can't wait, 41-7. Did you see where they said Girardi knew he cheated but didn't care? If that's the case, then bad job by Girardi. If that's the case, I love Girardi. If that's the case, bad job by him. He should have told people, like, hey, these guys are cheating. Lamar Jackson is a good running back. Yes, but he's a great quarterback too. He's a great quarterback. He's a great running back. I love him. Niners versus the Packers next Sunday night. That's going to be a fantastic game. 2 elite NFC teams. Can't wait to watch that. 2 of the best teams right now in the NFC going at it. I don't know who I'm picking. And my picks have been terrible this year, so I'm not really gonna lean on that. But oh boy, that's gonna be a fun game. Niners Packers. Let's go. Colin Kaepernick will be signed by the Steelers. We didn't get to talk about his workout. Certainly controversial. With the whole Kaepernick stuff, with the NFL, like the NFL asking him to sign like a waiver that he won't sue them if he doesn't get signed. The NFL's like, please, no, we can't go through this anymore. And then he moves he moves the facility because he doesn't trust the NFL. I don't think he gets signed by the Steelers. Oh, here's the thing. Last week I would have said like, oh, he's probably getting signed. Now I don't know. I really don't know where he's I don't know if he's gonna get signed. I don't know who's signing him. It's just a mess right now. This whole thing is a mess. Do I think he should be in the NFL? All right, hot take. Keeping politics out of it. Do I think he should be in the NFL right now? Yes. I think he's one of the top 100 quarterbacks in the league, even though he's had 3 years off. Is he going to be? I don't know. I'm sure somebody's going to have a problem with that in the comments, but that's just my honest opinion. Let's go Texans. Bounce back on Thursday Night Football versus the Colts. So let's see. Girardi said it because we would have won regardless. Astros have talent and don't need to cheat. Yeah, the Astros were a better team those last 2, when we played them in 2017. It's just still like, hey, call them out. Colin Kaepernick is the con. Again, I understand. I'm not here to get into the political aspect of it. I'm just honestly telling you what I think about, what I think about the quarterbacks. That's all. Josh was mad about how bad the Bears were tonight versus the Rams. Josh, I'm sure he's one of your YouTubers. I don't keep an eye on all the YouTubers. But yeah, the Bears were awful tonight. And Trubisky, gosh darn it. I'm so disappointed. I mean, I guess we all thought, even when he got drafted with the second pick, we were all like, huh, really? But he's lived up to it. I was like, yeah, Lamar Watson. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a great game, and Baltimore just shut him down. Bears versus Giants next Sunday. That game is not as great as the last 2 games that we talked about. That just seems really boring. I just don't care. Bears, Giants, who cares? I hope the Giants win. I mean, if the Giants win, great. If they don't, who cares? It's just about developing Daniel Jones. It's just, these seasons stink. Hope the Giants win. We probably aren't. Yeah, it's just at this point. I just want to put my head. I want to stop watching the Jets. I want to stop watching the Giants. I just want to move on to next year. That's all I care about. Jets Raiders. Is that the game? Oh yeah, it's a game next week. I don't. It's a little bit better than it was a few weeks ago, but I still don't. The Jets beat 2 bad teams. The Raiders are a much better team than the Redskins or the Giants. I say the Raiders get the win, but it could be that weird Jets game where we're all like, all right, maybe the Raiders are probably going to win. The Jets surprise us. Are you mad about us cheating deep down inside Frankie? No, I don't. Honestly, you know what I'm mad about? That we scored, I think, like 1 run in those each in those 4 games against you guys in 2017. That's what I'm upset about. I'm upset that we didn't score more in those road games. I'm upset that we didn't have home field advantage over Houston in 2017. That's what I'm upset about, not about the cheating. Yasha, YouTuber on the Sports Fury. Oh, Sports Fury. Okay. I see a Sports Fury a few times. I keep an eye on it, but I'm not, I'm not prolifically oh yeah, I definitely follow them. There's only a few YouTubers I really do that for. I mean, we get a good round pick next year for the draft. Yes, we do. So props out there, credit. I'm going with the Giants for the win, even though the game is in Chicago. It depends on what happens. Is Trubisky going to be the starter? Now, I don't know what Nagy said during the press conference about Trubisky. So maybe he said, he's definitely going to start. I have not heard any of it. Hold on. Taylor Gabriel and Prince Amukamara said they didn't know Trubisky was playing through a hip injury. Nagy said it happened a couple series before he pulled him. Then why didn't you pull him then? Gosh, it just it's really rough right now. What's going on there with Trubisky and Nagy? It's frustrating. I don't get why people are trashing the fans and players of the front office, not us. Because fans are irrational sometimes, and they'll put their blame at the wrong people. They'll put the blame at people who don't deserve the blame. And this is an instance where I think it's at the wrong place. You shouldn't put it at the front office. Don't put it at the players. Don't put it at the fans. It's so rough right now. It's so rough. Gosh. But yeah, this Astros thing is not going away. The punishment's gonna be pretty severe, I think. So, I feel like the Bears can improve. Their defense is one of their best. Their offense is even. The only problem is the quarterback. If they have a better quarterback, yeah, I feel like they got a good team all around. I mean, the receivers, not great. Offensive line, not great. But I feel like they've got a decent team. It's they need a way better quarterback. There were so many missed field goals tonight. Yeah, that was. Kicking is going down. Yeah, the price of kicking is going way down. Not as good. I'm going with the Raiders for the win versus the Jets, even though it's at MetLife. The Raiders are trying to make the playoffs. And I think the Raiders are a better team. I think that comes into it too. Oh boy. Yeah. So yeah, I think the Bears can be better with a better quarterback, but I have concerns about this team. I have concerns about the Bears. So again, especially at the quarterback position. I've gained 4 subscribers since this live stream started. Again, thank you guys. Thank you guys again so much for the support. I really, really do love it. Carlos Gomez said the front office threatened the players and really could care less about the front. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I haven't read that story, but that sounds about right. That the front office threatens the players. Chicago front office the worst. Or not Chicago front office, the Houston front office. I was getting Chicago confused. Trubisky is just, he knows. What do you think about Josh Jacobs, Rookie of the Year? Great pick for Oakland. Fantastic. Probably Rookie of the Year. It's either him or Kyle Murray, but I'm giving it, right now I'm leaning towards Jacobs. He's playing great. So, all credit to him. And again, even the first play today when he just broke out rushing, he's a fun running back. Really talented. And again, he's been a great addition to Oakland. Mitchell Trubisky averages 6 yards per attempt. He's almost dead last in passing yards. 62% completion percentage. He has 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's last in yards per attempt. He's 28th in passing yards. He's got 1,580. They were saying that Trubisky had a hurt hip at the end of the game when Chase Daniels came into the game to replace him. I don't know if I buy that. I just don't understand the reasoning for it. It's just, maybe it's true. I just can't trust it right now. He said Jeff Bledsoe threatened to trade him to Japan. Again, that sounds about right. Josh Jacobs is going to win the MVP for Rookie of the Year. He's not going to win MVP. I don't think he's going to win MVP. No, what's that music? Okay, fine. But I think he's going to play. I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year. I think unless Kyle Murray does something spectacular here in the last 6 games, or Jacobs gets hurt, I think Jacobs is going to be Rookie of the Year. Fun running back to watch, and really has helped Oakland tremendously. Was not a top tier pick, I think. Was he and don't say it in the comments because I'm going to look it up right now. Where was Josh Jacobs drafted? Because he was not drafted, I feel in the top 10. Josh Jacobs was drafted 24th. Exactly, he was drafted 24th. He was a steal. I need advice. How would you feel if the Yankees cheated? If the Yankees cheated, I'd feel bummed out. I feel like, really, we had to do this? Like, if the 90s, okay, A-Rod did PEDs, but I don't think he did, I think he did it without the Yankees knowledge. Like, if we actually, like, yeah, I feel rough. I feel like we don't have to do that. Why? Now we're going to get all these punishments? Like, don't do that. We're already that good. So, yeah. We have 10 more minutes, by the way, here, guys. So, because I have a few more things I have to do here. So, 10 minutes, and I'll answer all the questions you have left here after 10 minutes, and then after that, I'll get going. Remember, if you are new to this channel, and you like this, make sure you subscribe for more. Click the notification. Tell all your friends about this channel. Tell all your family about this channel. We're constantly growing every day. We love it. So how should I feel? How should you feel? You should feel pretty bad. You should feel like, really? We did this? We're going to leave our championship's not going to be tainted? Why? How do you feel about Carr? Hold on. Whoever's starting at quarterback for the Bears, I'm still going with the Giants to the win. The Bears are playing really badly right now. Yeah, the Bears, yeah. And again, it seems like the Bears are a mess. It seems like the Bears right now are just a complete mess, which is it's just Trubisky and now did he get benched? Did he not? It's really and I don't know. Again, like Matt Nagy on third down and with the fake punt or all that, it's just he's strange. Looking for Carr's stats right now. Carr's stats at NFL.com. I want like his 2018-2019 stats. So in 2018, through 16 games, he had 19 touchdowns, 10. I mean, he's been better this year. He's had 10 touchdowns, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. His completion percentage is up. In the last 3 games, he's thrown for 4 touchdowns and 1 interception. He got sacked 7 times, but what can you do about that? He's been playing better. I don't know what happened last year, but this year it seems like he's been turning it around. 2,400 yards so after 10 games. That's 240. So it's like 6 more. 1,000. It looks like he's not going to have as many passing yards as he did last year. Maybe he'll fall like a little bit short. But Oakland's playing well. And Carr's doing well too. I'm disappointed about number, but can the Packers improve and be a threat? Yes, they already have. I feel like the Packers have already improved. I mean, I guess they could always get better, but yeah, Rodgers is great, and they got some nice young talent. Absolutely, they can be a threat. I feel like they're already a threat. I'm disappointed about never being on my way. Packers Niners next Sunday night, and yes, we will be live after that game too. So check that out. How do you feel about it? Same bro, shaking my head. Astros for life. Go Astros for life. Of course, represent the Astros. You know, do that. I respect you guys for it. Oh gosh, my mic went out again. All right. Sorry if the mic keeps going out in between. I have like this just really. I have a great mic, but like I have a terrible plug-in, so it's really inconsistent at times. It's not the fans' fault. No, it's not your fault. To quote Goodwill Hunting, it's not your fault. It's not the fans' fault. It's not the players' fault. It's a fault of management. I don't know why they need to do this. Or the players. No. This is fun. I enjoy doing this live stream. Got about 6-7 more minutes. Again, if you have any more questions, please let me know. All right. Bet I'll be here after the Packers-Niners game. Absolutely. And we will be live after Chiefs-Chargers tomorrow night as well. So check that out. And then we'll have the NBA games this week. I don't know what I'll be doing. I don't know what I'll be live for, but we'll be live after those games. So check that out. I'll be live. I think Tuesday. I don't think I'll be able to go live on Wednesday night, but I think I will be able to go live on Tuesday night. So go check that out. And then a lot of good stuff. The NBA is getting hot. Love the NBA this season so far. How do you feel about the Packers versus Niners? Is it going to be a blowout or a close game like the Seahawks? I say close game. When you have 2 great teams like this, I mean, it could be a blowout. It's the NFL. You never know. I mean, who thought Texans-Ravens was going to be a blowout? But I think Jose Altuve is no cheater. No, put the blame where it belongs with the front office. Shaking my head. But Packers-Niners, again, 2 great teams, close, fun offenses. I think this is going to be a really close, fun, exciting game. But you never know for sure. But I think this is going to be. I don't see this as an obvious blowout. So maybe it depends on who's at home, but it's gonna be a fun game. I can't wait for next Sunday night. Next Sunday, it's got to be better than this game. This game was awful. Give me a better game next Sunday night, please. For the love of God, give me a better game next Sunday night. Any game other than that, just snooze. Oh gosh. This game was so bad. This Cowboys-Lions game was good. Cowboys-Lions, fire Lunhow it was. Fire Lunhow and fire You fired Tubman or whatever that assistant GM's name was. The Bears are more fake than Monopoly money. So are the Texans. Yes. And actually, I'm not going to say that about the Texans. I feel like the Texans have talent. Watson's been great this year. It's the Bears that I'm really concerned about. It's mostly Trubisky. It's mostly Trubisky that I'm sitting there going, I just don't trust this guy. I think most of us have come to that too. Can't throw very well. He's not very consistent. His accuracy's off. Astros fans pay good money to see a decent product. It's not the fan fault. And you've been getting a decent product. You've been getting more than a decent product. You've gotten a great product over the last 3 years. And you got a great product this year. So, yeah, nothing against you guys. We got about 5 more minutes to go here for the live stream, guys. So, again, rapid fire. Give me your questions, and away we will go. Tubman is fired already. Yeah, his name was Tubman. Tubman, whatever. I know he got fired already, but yeah, that was had to get rid of, drain the swamp. The Rams dropped from last year. Yes, the offense. I mean, yes, they won today. Their offense has not been as good. Their offense has really struggled. Have people figured out Sean McVay? I don't know. Get over it. Baseball teams have been cheating since they first started selling tickets. Of course, the 1919 Black Sox. That was the different kind of cheating. But that was to get the other team to win. Basically, yes, baseball teams always cheat, but we should still try to avoid it. In every sport, people will try to get ahead of the game, but this is on another level where you're using Apple Watches. It's just and cameras. Give me a break. Change the science. That's fair. We should try to avoid this. Texans are still a good team. They just lost to the best team in the NFL. I think the Patriots are still the best team, but Ravens are, again, at least a top 3 team. And so, Pudge Pin, how are you? All right. Good to see you. Good to see you guys as always. I'm talking to my fellows. Can the Rams still be a Super Bowl contender? I'll still say yes on the grounds of on the talent. I still believe in the talent on this team, but they're not playing up to their talent right now. The Texans always fall when the big boys come calling on them. Same thing, different year. Hey, are you obsessed Astros fan? Yes, he's a very obsessed Astros fan. The Texans always fold when the Texans always lose. It seems like that first playoff game on a Saturday at 4:20 in Houston. They always lose that game. So maybe this year it'll be different. Rams versus Ravens. That game's gonna be good. I think. I like Baltimore. I don't know about LA, but is that a problem, Gabriel? No, I don't think Gabriel has a problem with that. I think he's just making a joke. There's no problem with you being an Astros fan. Oh, is that Greatest Showman song? Oh gosh. 2-3 more minutes. Any more questions, guys? Please let me know. This is fun. And doing all of these, I just love doing these with you guys. It just gives me so much joy to be able to talk to you guys on a daily basis like this. How many teams beat a Belichick team twice in 1 year? I'll wait. Exactly. That's another reason. Has that ever happened? Somebody has to go back. I can't imagine that's happened at all. And if it has, maybe once. It's why I think New England is the favorite, and they've deserved to be the favorite. All these years of experience, they have to get better on offense, but for now, I'm still leaning towards New England as the favorites right now. Obsessed is an understatement, yes. I'm an obsessed Yankee fan. You know what? It happens. Texans were outcoached. Hats off to Harbaugh and the Ravens. Yes. Quality performance from the Ravens. Oh, this movie again. Oh, I need to see this movie. I need to see this. Mr. Rogers movie. Tom Hanks is Mr. Rogers. This is perfection. They were at David. So, it's going to be, oh boy, it's going to be good. 2 more minutes, guys. We're doing the final countdown clock here. I'm not doing this to be a jerk. I'm just I got to go. I've been doing this for an hour and 15 minutes. I got to get going. I even extended this past 15 minutes when I usually do this because you guys were asking so many questions. So tired. But I love doing this again. So, final questions, guys, here. Final thoughts, final comments here on a very boring Bears-Rams game that only got interesting because Mitchell Trubisky got benched. I love these streams. I'm glad you love them, too. I love doing them, and I'm glad I love talking to you guys. The Patriots are still a good team, but everyone was saying who they have played. Yes, the schedule was weak early in the season. It's gotten better, and they haven't played as well. So, Patriots have to adjust to that. Or maybe they're just not that good, but I think they're good. In New England's neighborhood, wacky, yes. Are the Browns going to get better, or were they overrated? I think they're overrated. I don't think they're going to get better. I didn't think they were overrated heading into the year. I just think they're badly coached. I think Freddie Kitchens is a bad coach, and he's brought this team down. I think the Myles Garrett thing is going to be a huge thing on this team, or a huge mark. I don't think they're going anywhere for the rest of the year. My girlfriend got stopped by a Dodgers fan. Oh my gosh. Press charges. Hashtag me too. Hashtag time's up. Press charges, man. That's awful. Don't do that. Tell that Dodgers fan to go take a walk. Thank you, David. All right, we're heading out here, guys. So thank you guys again so much for watching. If you like what you see, if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below. We'll be back tomorrow after the Chiefs-Chargers game, breaking down that Monday Night Football game. Should be fun. I have Kansas City in that game, and you never know with the Chargers. The Chargers always play close games that they probably are going to lose right at the end. So I'm leaning towards Kansas City in this game, but who knows? But I'm leaning towards Kansas City. Thank you for the live stream. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Gabriel. Faker, I just got here. Sorry, Joseph. We've been doing this for an hour and 15. Rewind the video. But if you have a question, if you have a question here in the last second, let me know. Faker Trashfield is a single read quarterback. He's more limited than Lamar. Wow, the Lamar Odom joke. Did not see that coming. Give me your opinion again on the Baker Mayfield getting benched. I'm sorry, Mitchell Trubisky getting benched. I don't know what happened. I think the Bears have the Bears. Is he legitimately hurt, or the Bears just realizing that he's not that good anymore? I don't know what it is. I still like Baker, but I think he's just taking a step back this year. Whether that's mental, physical, bad to coach, I don't know. See you tomorrow. I'm not new, Frankie. Thanks. I got to see Fernando in person. Went to a Dodger. Wow, Fernando. Oh, Fernando was great. Fernando was a fantastic player back in the day. I loved him. Is he benched officially? No. He got benched for this game, which is why, it's a Mitchell Trubisky gets benched. Is accurate. He did get benched there at the end. Now, is he benched permanently? Is he going to start next week? I don't know. But we'll have to find out in the next coming days. I don't know what Nagy said after the game, but there's still a lot of questions here that we'll have to find out about. Nice, David. All right. Any final questions, you guys? Any final thoughts? All right. We'll try this again. Thank you guys again so much, as always, for watching. Again, if you're new, you like what you see, subscribe down below. I will be back tomorrow after Chiefs and Chargers, so check out that. So watch that game. Come back here. We'll break it down, and then we'll have the NBA games later this week. A lot of good stuff. We'll have the pick segment. One more question. All right, give it to me, Joseph. Yeah, that was an 86. Also seen Astros Mets. That's a great series. 86. The series where Mike Scott, Game 6, which is a classic. Are you single? Yes. Ladies, if you're available, let me know. 86 was awesome. 86 was great, even though the Mets won. Mets Red Sox, a terrible World Series for a Yankee fan, but that was awesome. So thank you guys again for watching. I will be back tomorrow night. Chiefs Chargers. Check in then. Right after that game, come back here. Until then, a lot of stuff. We got the picks on Wednesday. A lot of stuff coming. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Check back tomorrow. Until then, take care and God bless.